Hello and welcome back. Wow, our big ass head is too big. Take it, we cursed in the first minute of the video. Oh no, we get demonetized. No, not like this. Not like this. Ah. Welcome back, everyone. A couple of you guys were really adamantly requesting a PoE stream. And we know what that means. I'm going to stream PoE2, and 10 people are going to tune in. But shout out to you guys. We are just now entering the final act of the storyline, which means we've almost finished the tutorial. And so I thought I would save the clip for you guys. And we will get the transition into the final bits of the storyline. Yeah, he's Sin. Yeah, I know.
Is that knowing who I am, you still see the importance of our time. The beast has grown beyond our ability to contain it. We must search for something greater.
Loyalist time, basically.
Something that can train its
I'm excited to get Archmage. I think this build's gonna pop off a little bit once we get Archmage. So we have to go to Watzel. I think as soon as we go... Oh, we gotta talk to Asla. As soon as we go, I think we do get a clip. Hey, Ultrabeat, how's it going? I knew you wouldn't let you down. I almost let you down. I'm not sure how long the stream will be, but... I would like to get through all this entire act, but I think that'll take us like 3 to 4 hours, so I don't think that'll be happening. Thought it said we streamed to talk to Asla.
What is it? Yes, we can until then.
The beast has grown too powerful. We can no longer contain it through mortal means. There was once an empire that embraced corruption. They studied it, mastered it, and became the greatest civilization the world has ever known. But it led to their destruction.
Pretty sure it's one of the strongest builds in the game right now. Yeah, but they're specifically doing damage with Spark. Mine is like what they're doing, but worse. But I mean, we could transition to what they're doing pretty easy. What we're trying to do is we're trying to do damage with our Orb of Storms and using Spark to trigger it. They're just killing everything with Spark, which I'm pretty sure is much better. So we do boop, boop, and then we die. Whereas they would have just killed it with Spark, yeah? Please add comment on Fortnite adding Skibidi Toilet. I honestly actually have to look up Skibidi Toilet, because I understand that it's a reference to, like, brain rot memes, but I actually don't know what Skibidi Toilet is. I must admit. I'm ashamed to admit, a person of internet culture or lack thereof, I do not know what Skibidi Toilet actually refers to. But see, the thing that's really doing the damage is, every time we cast a lightning spell, it triggers our Orb of Storms. So our Orb of Storms is really doing the damage. We just have like faster casting on the Spark and stuff like that. So wouldn't blame you after the fiasco this afternoon. Yeah, that was a little weird. No, but it's okay. I mean, like, I did... Overall, it's like a good thing. Like, I'm happy to, like, be exposed to different perspectives of stuff and not just, like, shut people out. Like, I didn't know that, like, apparently that's a lot more common than I thought. That people think that, like, the Jews never lived in Israel, or Muslims do. Which, like, if you think about it more, like, that type of narrative, like, makes sense if you want to completely deny the legitimacy of, like, the Jews to be in Israel, like, categorically. You could just say, bro, it was never their land. One of the problems is that both Palestinians and like Israelis have like coherent arguments to give regarding the legitimacy of their claim. Leveling with Blood Witch. Nice, nice, nice. It's rough. Not as nice. I think that we need to scale cast speed a little bit more, because we have to like do this and then do that, and then we trigger the weave, and then we can lay down these, and then we do a ton of damage. But honestly, like, it's just too many casts to get something done. And like we could also just be casting like infinite sparks to just fill the room with sparks, and that would probably be better. I can't imagine that we've like come up with something that's like better than what everyone else is doing. Who like actually is like considerably better at this type of jam. It really does feel like once we get everything going though that we do so much damage, but we also don't have like a frame of reference at all relative to like the dudes who have been like guys like Zizarin or whatever, like the PoE streamers who have been like doing what's it called, subathons, where they've like literally have like 10x by hours in this game at the very least. Blood Mage is suffering. Nothing's bound into mouse wheel, not currently. It's probably a leak. We probably want to use Mana Drain on something. I would really love to trigger Mana Drain with Cast on Spark, but... What do you think about PoE2 overall? I honestly think that I probably like PoE1 more. PoE2 seems a little bit more like a skill check than PoE1. So, if I really liked ARPGs, I would probably like, as a genre, I think I would like PoE2 more. The problem is I'm like, I like this game because it's a spreadsheet simulator, or I like PoE1, and so I like get that, and then like, bro, I'm tired of dying to odd hit effects. And like, some of the, I don't know, like, I really like that weaving spells is good. I think that that opens up more opportunities for interesting theory crafting. And maybe I just need to like think about it a little bit more.
I must travel light.
How are we already... I don't know, I have some mixed feelings. Oh, we changed our boots. I'm not sure I like it. We have like some unique boots that detonate corpses now, which I suppose is good for waiting. Are we critting way more now? Where did we pick up that increased crit chance? No, wait, crit's not. We're shocking more. Okay. Because crit doesn't increase. I always forget it's not, like, we don't shock on crit anymore. Yeah, but the weaving just like, maybe we're also just not skilled enough with it as well. Like, we probably should just be using, we should probably not all of our skills all the time. See, there we do the full weave, and then we are going to kill everything pretty quick. Ooh, level 14.
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
I'm not sure if there's a town for us to sell stuff at, but we'll see.
I would do not wonder.
Okay, cool. We might be supposed to do something else with that. I think we're not supposed to sell it. Fire damage and regeneration rate. We could probably go without that.
I will tell you a tale.
Buy a bunch of these. I think it makes sense that PoE2 is more simplistic. Yeah. Shiny admitting having a skill issue. I like admit constantly that I have a skill issue. Surprised you haven't turned on the num beds above the health and mana circles, the numbers. we don't necessarily need to see the numbers in real time. Maybe they should be on though. All spell skills +2. Oh, I kind of want to buy this so I can just transmute it and just be sad afterwards. Let's Gamba. We're streaming. You know, it's super hype if it goes well. It's probably just not worth, but... Maximum, yes? Yeah, okay. Look, we're gonna, like, roll plus to level of all gems, +4. Just kidding, we're not very handsome. Let's try auging it. I wonder if that's sellable. Also, the secondary market right now sucks butt super hard. Apparently, like, it's completely overrun with bots, so pricing stuff is, like, difficult. They need to, like, force sell items. Charge when we kill an enemy. I think that's better than what we have currently, no? Just because it's a little more quality. And then... transmute some of this. These are the boots that we picked up, which cast Decompose on step. I'm not sure I like them, but it's only slightly less move speed than our other ones. Reduced attributes requirements kind of ass. Mana regeneration is not too bad. I don't know if we are into using it, so here. Let's upgrade Orb Storms. It's already 14, let's upgrade Spark then. Oh, we get to upgrade another thing to level 3. Hot damn. Really not sure what skill we want at level 3. Oh, we didn't look at the rings either. Yeah. We have very similar 2 items. I guess if we get a 3rd chiming staff, we can recombo them. Except it's not recombo. Let's get another roll, my friend. I totally blanked out on what we're doing. Oh, that's right. We could give something one more slot, but what is the question? Kind of tempted to do it with Cast on Shock. For Eye of Winter. I'm pretty excited about doing Mana Flare on this, where when we hit with a bunch of sparks, or our sparks get Mana Flare, which I don't think this is what other builds are using, and it consumes a ton of our mana to do fire damage, right? When we crit, and then this makes it so we crit more by inducing critical weakness, because as it scales up, if we hit him with a ton of Eye of Winters, we'll start critting a lot. It just, like, requires some ramping. Alright, I think we'll do... The thing is... Let's just do this. Not sure if this is the engrave we want. Interesting that the support gems don't include what we could get with like some of the frost stuff. Culling's interesting. We're already hitting cold exposure. Well, maybe we would want something with lightning exposure. Let's just do this. I think that just fits with trying to hit as many of these as possible. To critical weakness ramp as quickly as possible. Not really sure where we don't have any like crazy things that we can get yet, except we're ready to get Eldritch Battery and Mind Over Matter. Game is holding up well in terms of player count. Yeah, it actually was going up when I last checked, which was wild as hell. At least on Steam. Yeah, which is a lot of people. I'm not playing off of Steam, I don't think. I'm using the standalone client. I think most people are using the standalone client, so. Oop. Let's actually. I mean, it feels like when we get everything going, things are pretty good. If we had a lot of cast speed, the investment, like the half-second investment, or the like, I guess it's like 2-second investment we spend putting everything down, wouldn't be anywhere near as substantive. But the problem is it just takes time to put everything down. Make sure we touch the checkpoint. We can maybe scout around. But like, if we just use this ability, it doesn't really do that much damage. I think if we're only sparking. At least that's what it feels like. I forgot. I was meaning to make Yankees fan a moderator.
You cannot forever. In any case, care to take a chance?
I forgot. Should we Gamba? I think what's the worst is probably our boots. I don't think this decompose thing is really that useful. We'll gamble once. Alright, alright.
Good luck. This woman is curious. I wish to know more of her.
Alright, alright. I think we'll aug that and just pray we roll move speed. We didn't. I think we'll sell that now. Double res and 90 life? Is that good enough to sell? Probably not. I mean, we could try. It always feels bad when someone buys something instantly because you know that you mispriced it horribly. Oh, what? +6.
She knows how to part fools from their coin. Clever.
+6 seems like a lot. And gain damage as extra lightning damage is not like terrible. Except the problem is we're not. What build is going to do chaos and a lightning conversion? Definitely holding off playing until they add more melee weapons. Yeah, there's not too much. I don't know. Pretty sure it's not worth 10 Exalt, but... we could gamble a lot. If we only do... It's not that we can't kill things. I guess maybe we kind of are killing at an okay clip. But we could just do this and then kill everything. We don't die. Never doubted ourselves for a second. Honestly though, I don't like these boots. For the reason that I keep on thinking that the on death, or the death thing is like actually gonna hurt us. Giant poison cloud that leaves behind. The play pattern here though is like we have to stay close to the Orb of Storms is like really awkward. We can't trigger it if we're far from it. Nearly done with the campaign then? Yeah. We're on the last act. Almost done with the tutorial. Better price high and rip someone off than low price? Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but also like at League Start you definitely don't want to have that attitude because it's going to be like the stuff that's really valuable at League Start isn't going to be valuable. And like you're calculated by the hour that stuff depreciates. But I have an idea of like what to price stuff in like regular PoE, but not this. Maybe we could actually just do the weave and not even cast Spark. Just do this and then... No, we have to Spark a bit. Might even switch back to the non-unique boots we had before. Oh no, not my gumdrop buttons. Gotta remember to pick up sandals. That guy looks like a rare. This looks rippy AF, struggling on the normal mobs. The normal mobs are the scary ones. I think that I mean, if I have feedback for Poe, it's that the bosses are too easy and the normal mobs are too hard.
Still alive, I see. Rare finds, rarer prices.
Whoa. If only that had move speed. It would be good. We're gonna buy that in Gamba, the Regal. I don't think we want to Gamba the Slam for move speed when we need like move speed specifically. We'll Gamba the Regal though on this. I don't think we'll Gamba the Regal on that. I love how we could just jack up their camp, yo. I'm just like, give me that. You like give low health ES? I mean, life is like the stat we're prioritizing most. Stuff just really hurts, man. I mean, we don't have any armor. Our ES isn't especially high, but... we're a little too scared to use Mind Over Matter right now. I think there's a world where we turn it on. Okay, wait for the nerf Lightning to the God and ruin the entire build. Well, I mean, if they nerf Spark specifically, we like wouldn't mind that much. Considering we're trying to kill stuff with Orb of Storms more so than Spark. Oh, what's this say? Teleporting around for? Well, that's not a through street. No. Was he teleporting, or was that just a move? That must have been a move, maybe. Felt like he teleported a few times.
The Auroch there, for all their brutality, the Auroch live in harmony with the forces of nature. Perhaps they have no choice. One day they will have food. Better to live with nature than to die to fight.
I think there was a gorilla for us to kill. I guess maybe do the crypts while we're here. I mean, most of what we're committed to is actually like defense and our stats and stuff. To be fair, if you were doing a Spark build, you would probably be ripping apart these enemies. Well, the Spark build turns online when you get Archmage. We don't have Archmage yet. So the thing that really onlines the Spark build is not even like an option. And we're planning on using it ourselves. The thing is the flat damage you get from Archmage probably makes it such that the thing you really care about is just casting as quickly as possible. And Spark, I think, has the best cast speed, and still can like hit stuff in a reasonable way, because it adds flat damage, and the damage doesn't seem to scale based on cast speed. It doesn't add like flat damage that's modified like PoE2 modifies it, where there's efficacy. Although maybe I just missed that part of the memo. So if Archmage gains 20% of our mana as... it'll take more to sustain, mana to sustain it, but... you have a faster cast speed. But what we're doing is we're trying to double dip. Because when we cast Orb of Storms, and then we cast Spark, it'll trigger Orb of Storms. And so my understanding, which could be incorrect, is if Orb of Storms uses Archmage, it'll trigger that Archmage damage on Orb of Storms. But maybe it doesn't. In which case this kind of build's stupid. But we're trying to double dip, but the problem is like you have to set it up and it takes forever. But currently we're occasionally critting, and when we crit we do 20% of our mana. And that's when like they light up a bit. Here, we'll just use Spark only and show like when we crit with Spark, these guys light up, and then it does a ton of damage. You can tell. And then there's our thing that increases our crit chance, so now we're going to start critting a whole bunch more. Yeah, I like the way this build plays, where you like kind of have to set up and hit more than one button, though. I do like the like having to hit more than one button of PoE2. I wish PoE1 kind of encouraged you to do stealth. I guess I like.
I must travel light.
Yeah. Guess we're gonna want to go back here. But yeah, it's just probably not worth the trade-off to not. You know, if the Orb of Storms doesn't trigger specifically Archmage, then maybe it's not good. It isn't optimal, but it makes watching interesting. To be fair, the meta seems to be constantly changing. Well, they're nerfing stuff aggressively and stuff too. Oh, we're not that far off being able to use that. I don't think it's like better than our. Oh, it's a little bit better than our current gloves, isn't it? Isn't it? Damn, maybe we try and make that work. That recovers more because it's higher quality, I guess. Oh, okay. I think in theory we're just supposed to use our currency to buy stuff, but we're gonna. What do we have here? Lightning damage, crit chance, mana regen. I think it's better, but we're giving up a lot of life. I think it's better for us to buy an item. We're just gonna act like we're playing SSF. We're gonna do our best SFF impression. I mean, really, the plus to all level skill gems is kind of why the other one, this one's just doesn't cut it. Feels bad, man. We do some rearranging here. Don't like the... Use that one. I don't think we're going to use this one again. So we disenchant one and then vendor the rest.
Still alive. It's a deal.
Well, this looks interesting. This is kind of similar to what we sold this at the start here. That's 25k though. I don't know about buying that to sell it. That seems pretty good though. It has both the percent spirit roll and the minion skill roll. Maybe it requiring the high level is not worth. Oh, that's attractive.
Charms of the jungle.
Alright, no whammies. Let's get a good roll on this. This is the first charm I've seen that rolls you more equipment, and the charms so far don't seem very good. Recover life when used. Okay, okay, okay. Don't really like that. Gain charges per second. Okay, we can deal with that. Regal. Okay. Not that kind of charm, I understand. I think potential in PoE2 is insane. Yeah, I would agree with that. Kind of don't like getting skill checked though. Trading is annoying, you just pretend you're SSO. Yeah. How crafting is legit just gambling in the game. Yeah, I mean it's just like, it's strictly bad for us to be like spending our currency like that instead of just actually like buying decent gear for much cheaper, but I don't know. Was that all we had to do? God damn it. Literally the lady we were talking to too. But like we could buy we spent like 3 exalts on the belt, right? Or 2 exalts on the belt. We for sure could buy a better belt for 2 exalts. Ooh. Ooh, this is a permanent thing. God, what do we want? I'm guessing we want the attributes. I don't like this. I don't know whether we want attributes. See, I think we're going to go CI, so Chaos Resistance isn't going to be good, but if we were going CI, Chaos Resist would be good. Eventually, I think we go CI. That's Chaos Inoculation, which makes us not take Chaos damage. Incidentally, that might make it so we can equip the gloves. It does. I think we like these gloves for leveling though, so we won't vendor them. So now, our worst resist is lightning, so I think we're gonna plug in a lightning resist thing in there. I hate that you can't unslot these. They're just ruined in there forever. A little bit better on the res now, though. I love gambling. We could do a poker stream sometime. I don't know if I'd want to put a delay on. I mean, we'd go on Bovada, which is anonymous anyways. Someone would need to go really deep in the tank to exploit us. To win our $2 buy-in. I mean, I suppose the motivation would be more to just like be more about making us tilt our brains out, but yeah, I think I hate these freaking boots, man. And that's like what we need to upgrade. We're looking for boots that are specifically... Well, I guess we have enough strength to do strength and base boots, but we're looking for boots that are int bases. And I'm not sure exactly how armor is calculated, but in PoE1, just having a little armor was not very good. I assume it's kind of the same. Alright, boss time. So this boss is not... I was about to say this boss is not going to be significantly harder than the regular mobs. I mean, I still think it's kind of not, but... We just zigged when we should have zagged. It's also possible we should just drop the frost bomb specifically. To be fair, I think we would have had an easier time if there wasn't all this chaff around. I thought that was going to get out of range. Stream sniping generalist in poker, taking all his money, then donating it back. This is the way. With some snarky message, like, I know you can't win it, so here, we'll just give it to you. This is the way. This is how we drew it up. I think we're just supposed to run past that guy and actually just grab this checkpoint so we don't have to make this walk over and over. Alright. Let's kill these guys before we aggro the boss. My life flash before my... I don't know there's range on that thing. It's really big. We have to go sideways. We can't dodge backwards, it seems like. Or we've dodged a couple... We've died a couple times trying to dodge backwards. There we go. We get the weave off finally. And we don't die yet. Let's try and stay close. Keep it in tight. Tight, tight, tight. Oh my god, I thought I could zig there. I couldn't. And now he dies like... Oh, we ran out of mana. No, not like this. Pretty sure that'll kill him. No sparks needed. Get wrecked, idiot.
You should have been more careful.
And we're so good at this game. We would never die to that guy. Only an idiot would die to that guy. Take a real dum-dum to die there, huh? Once you know a boss's attack, it becomes much easier, basically. You just bought the Victoria 3 limited edition plushie? I haven't. I thought about it. I thought about it. Oh, now we're probably supposed to invest. Alright, I think we start going this way and start going for this wheel. Let's go int. Really not that confident that this is the correct way. I would love the additional stun threshold and 5% mana though. So let's just do that. Like, when we have to run and we can't get off our shock, it feels so bad. I mean, the boots kind of make it so in those situations we don't have to cast as much stuff to kill things. Maybe we're just greeting out here too, the way we're fighting these spots. What's this?
How can I tell her of this?
Oh, it's a jungle grave. Someone bungled in the jungle. Sandals. Chat, give me your energy. Are these move speed sandals or nah? If I donate a certain amount of money towards it, would you buy it? You know what's funny, PoE? Is I was thinking of getting that for you. So don't donate money and give YouTube 30%. Because the stuff you're doing on the Discord. It is move speed. Not as much move speed as we'd like. That's super funny. I wanted to do it for Christmas, but it wouldn't arrive until May. So... like for that reason it like didn't quite fit.
The ground here is cracked.
And then I was also gonna donate like $5 to a couple streamers, I think. Yeah, that'd be you'd be zigging when we should zag. We do keep getting stunned here, which is kind of why I wanted to stun threshold a little bit here. Yeah, it doesn't quite work for Christmas, is the problem. Whoa, we just like walked in there like we own the place, huh? What we need is our ramping effects to last longer than 4 seconds too. That would also be sick. Or like, we need to cast like, we need to ignite or chill frequently. mean, we are getting, like, we got 50% refund there on the cast on shock, which is kind of nice. You can see it up there. But we don't shock a lot. If there's not a rare, we don't shock that much. We shock a lot with the rare or the uniques. Or we trigger the cast on shock frequently. They should have gotten you to do the platypus ad video. Can you imagine? I would have nailed that so hard. They like want me to do it all like making the platypusy voice or whatever. I would have full sent. No, I think that was the polite response that they gave, that it was audio problems. I think they have another reason for not wanting to use me. I don't know what it is. But that's fine, I guess, kind of. The amount that they pay out for one of those things is basically what I make in a month from everything else combined. So that would, like, be really sweet if they did give me that, but... Also, they don't have to. I think me having political discussions on stream really doesn't help. It's probably unintelligent, but, like... On some level, I don't want to hide what I think if people ask me what I think. I guess there's a few types of things that I might refuse to answer, but... The voice acting for the platypus, I would have nailed that. To be fair, I can hit relatively high pitch if I actually, like, want to send it. Considering, like, my normal voice. I forgot what the platypus voice sounded like, though. Exactly. Otherwise, I would do, like, demo it, but... That's kind of annoying. Them should go off our own storms. Time to completely reband and delete all your stuff for a paradox thing. I mean, like, to be fair, if it was just about money, that actually probably... I think what they care about is, like, average views per video. And so there's a lot of types of videos I shouldn't do. Is 14 the breakpoint? 14 might be the breakpoint. That might be Archmage for us. It'd be huge if it is.
Didn't break a sweat.
Armor and ES we could run, I think. We need more strength, but... What's this do? Out of a complex also wouldn't be terrible for us. I think we were always planning on doing Archmage though. I think we can. Do we have enough? We don't have enough spirit to do it all. We can't have it all. We need 23 more spirits somewhere. Excuse me. Okay. Not enough spirit. Wait, what? Okay. Alright, let's see what it's like. Let's do the weave. It burns through our mana real fast. So can we just kill everything with Spark? Kinda, yeah. Even though we're not set up to do that. We need 23 more. Spirit. We already have a decent chunk of spirit as a thing. I can't believe we don't have enough spirit. Oh, you know what? We haven't done the thing that gives us more spirit. Okay, okay, okay. There's a quest that gives you plus 40 spirit, like base. And we need to do that. And then we could do... So that's the full weave. Just seems super gratuitous. We could just Orb of Storms twice and then let it rip. That doesn't seem like it kills everything. Wait, is it using Archmage when we use the other thing? It is. So these boots, I think we actively don't want. We got blue screen of death yesterday, so I'm doing full reinstall. Oh, rough. That always feels bad. You like lose all your settings and shit. Feels real bad. So this is the bog where we need to get the cast on crit. I do think we desperately want to swap off these boots though.
Servi was right. The Azak must be dealt with.
I wish Restream would show the emotes. Like when you guys emote in chat, or it shows like the Twitch emotes, but the YouTube emotes, I just get a description of what it is. So like on my screen it says face fuchsia tongue out.
The oases at home lacked such splendid color.
I think we're gonna use the thing that will make us way less tanky though. Make us kill stuff better. I think Bog is where we find the thing though. So what are you watching on your phone, Palea? Well, that's no fun. Oh, here. We don't have a lot of transmutes actually. Maybe we gotta calm down with the using them on stuff. I mean, 15% move speed, I don't think it's worth us getting into it. So I think we'll switch to mainly I think we're not gonna augment that or transmute that. I think we're gonna be able to slot in the cast on shock back, but not the Arctic Armor and the other stuff. Purple face crying. The big sad. Basically. Just installed Windows, just doing all the program reinstalls and settings. Yeah, so like, what is it, on OBS I have to like redo all my settings too, because I set it up unintelligently to begin with. If I set it up intelligently to begin with, I wouldn't, but... Because you could use a cloud program to like save all your things, basically. That's what I should do. Problem is you're like never planning for your computer to like go down. I mean, we do a decent amount of damage here, but mana is a little bit of a problem. Yeah, need mana is right. I guess we're not even doing the weave here. Oh, but we wanted to... I know why we wanted to go back. We wanted to change our boots to not terrible boots. Right, to boots that would not be giving us constant 5% mana expenditure every time we kill an enemy, basically. Does it show up on screen, like the YouTube emote? Or on the stream, yeah. I think we saved those shoes. Please tell me we saved them. Oh yeah, this is them. What we had before. More crit, more cast speed, more shock. Less cast speed. We can do more than one. More per different used ability. We have some uncut support gems. We could use chain. Let's just see what we can get. This would shock more enemies, which would help to trigger our other thing. I think that's maybe not the most important. Oh, we should probably just figure out what we want to cast and then... I don't even know what electrocute is. Electrocution's interesting, I guess. Lightning pen also interesting. Also considered like elemental focus. I think we don't want to do that because I think we want to still inflict ailments. This is the one I think we were thinking of. Where we scale int and do 40% of our intelligence as various things by consuming ailments. Unfortunately, it doesn't consume... No. Suppose lightning exposure wouldn't be terrible. I think we'd maybe want to have lightning exposure on the spark. Let's try elemental discharge though. Because that way, I think we can't shock people who are already shocked, and when that discharge hits, it removes the shock. It says it on the restream thing? Oh yeah, it does, okay. But it'll show like, oh no, it'll show me dying on stream. It'll show like the emotes, like the actual loud car emote, if I go on Twitch and generalist loud car. I mean, whatever's going on feels good. I don't know if it is good. Let's do the full weave and check this out. I mean, everything dies, but... everything dies to that, too. Maybe we just think of this as Spark, where... with a lower floor and a higher ceiling, maybe, except it doesn't have a higher ceiling, and it's just harder to play and it's just worse. Maybe that's what we call the build. Spark but worse. Hello and welcome to my bad Spark build. Okay, now that we're actually doing damage from our mana, it's very tempting to just YOLO out, converting all our energy shield to mana. Wait, on my restream it didn't show your second red droopy eye. It's not like this. Oh wait, no it did. It's just the wrong order. Yikes. Wow, if only we had like 500 more life or something that we had invested in an energy shield, this wouldn't have happened. Yeah, maybe we're just too squishy to try and run that version of the build. There's like a unique that gives us energy shield based on mana. I think we have enough transmutes to take interest in this, actually. It's only like a level 40 whatever base. Yeah, maybe that was just too much. We have to remember our link is not on our Spark, it's on the other one. Wish I knew what to try and chance for. Where's the boss fight in here, man? I definitely need more mana. Holy shit. I lose it so fast. Does it seem like it's taking mana when I trigger Orb of Storms? Like, am I draining super fast on the Orb of Storms? This is not on the Orb of Storms? No, I'm not. At least I don't think I am. God, we're gonna get to this boss and just eat shit. Oh wait, there's gonna be a save point before the boss. This is stupid. I mean, at least we know where they are now. There's the checkpoint. Cool. Wait, what? Oh, I'm stupid. You don't need that.
The Tail women never spoke of this kind of power.
Let's go, Bog Witch. Don't we have a boss fight? Surely the boss fight wasn't clearing out the chaff. And just lighting the beacons. Gondor calls for aid. Ugh. I think this guy sells, yeah. Just looking for movement speed or rare items that are reasonably good. still have to do that trial. I haven't done it yet. I suppose we should be using essences, huh? Maybe we have to kill the witch in the bog. Thought I remembered something to that effect. It might be too early for us to use Eldritch Battery. I just feel so squishy. Maybe Elemental Complex is better than Archmage for us? I can't imagine that it is, considering we're scaling mana. But we don't have to scale mana. That drains our... I think Mana Storm's... The Storm's not even worth using for us right now, actually. Well, respawned all these guys. Maybe we just, the boss fight's here, but we just, like, didn't trigger it properly. I feel real squishy. Maybe we missed an effigy the first time. It seemed like we lit this up and then the middle lit up. And then nothing, right? Just feel like we're missing something. I mean, there's only one waypoint. The map's funny.
Desert fire!
I think we're missing something really stupid somewhere. Or maybe we're done with whatever we were supposed to do, or maybe we have to talk to someone before we do that. Sucks getting stunned there. Ah. Stupid on death effects, man. Oh. What's our first map we found? I guess we really would like to not die. In case maintaining them is really difficult. I don't think we could activate the center pillar before. Maybe our thing's just bugged? I could have sworn there was like a hag or something that we would fight in here. Am I just crazy? Or maybe we need to do this and then go to the end of the map? Like far north, except there's no other spot with a checkpoint. And there's a checkpoint before every boss. So that implies that there was a boss. I think next life we're just gonna back out and go somewhere else. Now we're kind of getting stun locked. I think that we gotta also get off go back to using energy shield. I don't think we're really rolling too many transmutes, so can't quite do that. Okay, there's a checkpoint. Alright, alright, alright. We're gonna have to go back and get our energy shield refund thing. Refund a skill point real quick. And get our 500 energy shield back.
What have you learned?
Inspiring.
Something like this. I think we mainly just want to make sure that we have mana for when he comes down. Ouch. Really going around in circles again. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Wow, just really running out of mana super hard. I guess it makes sense. I think I have any health, yeah. Close. Maybe our other setup was better, would be better for this. I wonder. Certainly feels better, man. This could just be a lack of mana regen thing. Or I think it is a lack of mana regen thing. Okay, I think our damage is not bursting as hard, and we're not out of mana yet. we're getting the crit thing, which is helping us do more damage anyway. Holy shit. This feels like the one, but... Also, we're kind of starting to learn our kit a little bit.
May your spirit sleep for eternity, vile one. I'm carrying enough already.
Are we? Are we? And now, I guess we could go for more mana regen. I think we have it. Yeah, we could go here and here. And now we should be able to use both Archmage and cast on Shock. Unless my math is wrong. We just have to turn off Arctic Armor. There we go. We have 15 spirit left. Or 10 spirit left. So we'll do the one that gives us mana regen. Life mana cold resist. Oh, I'm fully ahead. Ugh. We have spirit and minion skills. I'm gonna try and sell this, I guess.
You have slain.
pretty things, yes?
These are, they got so much stats, but
Tried to use
oh, those were sold. Here, buy back. Well, maybe we'll regret vendoring that one. Yeah, we want to transmute all these items, so obviously transmutes are now the bottleneck. Oh, this is Spirit. We can upgrade our cast on shock to level 14. Complete 1 floor of Trial of Sekimas. Floor 2 of the Trial of Sekimas. So we need to do Trial 3 or Trial of Chaos to like max level. Oh, so we need to do a gym bar that has number of trials 3. Bro, I don't think this is gonna be good enough for us. Or I think we need like more damage to be able to kill stuff like instantly. Go to Chimera Wastelands and kind of just see the build. After that, we might not stream too much longer. So now we have cast on shock and Archmage. So we haven't gotten our cast on shock to go off yet. So it feels kind of like we're doing Archmage. I think it's a mana regen problem though. Cast on crit going off. I mean, the cast on crit, I think, really only helps against the rare mobs or unique mobs, where it casts a whole lot, and it doesn't do too much towards clearing. It's a shame we can't just like place the Orb of Storms and clear stuff with just that. Like, it needs facilitation. I wonder if we could just place 2 Orbs of Storms and then shock a couple times and clear this. Right next to the checkpoint, right in the nuts. We have so much damage invested in having cast other spells recently. Because that's part of what our Overstorms does damage for. Not gonna lie, I was expecting it to feel better once we got Archmage. I mean, it does feel better, but better. Mo better. I guess that was kind of the plan, that we would still have to weave spells. Yeah, because one of our links on the Orb of Storms doesn't do anything if we're not, like, weaving. I just wish we had a faster way to cast them. If we're shocking enough, then we will be casting cold spells a bunch. Oh, I think let's not kill ourselves here. Oh my god, I thought we could run through there. It must be rare if we're shocking. Yeah, there is. Maybe we should increase the AoE of our Orb of Storms even. That way we can maneuver better? Probably not. Hey, there's our cast on shock in effect. Oh my god, it like looks like we can go through the place and then we can't. That's what we're using already. Might even be killing stuff slower because we're running out of mana. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, bosses still feel good, but that's not necessarily... Yeah, I mean, we definitely can't pop off if we don't have enough mana to cast spells. I think that's really just the problem. So I guess we'll just weave spells and slowly go.
Desert fire.
Whoa, whoa, we can't move. I mean, we could just turn off. Archmage. Let's see how that works. We can't stay on this for too... I was gonna say we can't stay on this for too long, because we're gonna get frozen. So here we could cast down a whole lot more before running out of mana. Yeah, and then we actually get to do stuff. Okay. Maybe this isn't even an Archmage build. I mean, we've been building towards Archmage, but... Could also just try and get another level, which will give us the mana regen to maybe turn on Archmage. We would have 25% or whatever.
Need mana.
I mean, we still drain down the mana pretty quick. To be fair, we're using like cast speed on Spark, and maybe we're just not supposed to do that with Archmage, but then
Wall of flame.
that's kind of not with the jive of the entire point of the build, I guess. Which is that we're trying to use a lot of cast speed to provoke, like being able to hit a lot or being able to crit a lot, and then being able to use the things a lot.
I'm carrying enough already.
That's fair. That's true. I think I'm not even 100% sure if we could run, we might be able to just run past him. I don't know if well, I guess we do to try it. We have another point that we spent that we don't need right now. That we could just refund. So, we're about to get this mana regeneration node. We could get this mana regeneration node. I think that this might be mana regen as well. But we have to be moving. I don't know about that. You'd have to make micro staying on the move a little bit better.
What do you need?
I don't think we want freezing shards really, so it's not very good. Chaos skill gems gain extra as cold. I think that's not good enough. And it also gives us 2 shards, so kinda into that.
Bye-bye.
We want to transmute all these items. Oh wait, what's this? We don't have enough strength.
A new breath.
That might explain why we've been feeling not so great. What did we swap out between this and when we were able to equip this? What did we added in a skill gem? Oh no? What changed? Does this give us strength? Did our previous gloves give us strength? And maybe that's why we feel bad. That would explain why we feel squishy. Makes sense. I think though that we're gonna call it a stream here. Got a few people requesting specifically Path of Exile. We're on our way to, we're pretty close to maps. I don't know, we're maybe a quarter or a third through this act in like 2 hours. Maybe a little bit less. Kind of spent a lot of time fiddling around with stuff, trying to get it going. Kind of feels bad that Archmage doesn't feel very good right now. Gain 5% of damage as extra lightning damage for each 100 maximum mana you have. Oh, so this doesn't even scale. It scales exponentially then. No way it scales exponentially. So if we have 1,000 mana, this will give 500% or 50%. If we had 10,000 mana, this would give 500% for each maximum mana you have. Oh, that's insane scaling. It doesn't even scale linearly with our mana. I thought it was scaling flat damage linearly with mana. I understand. Oh, good Orb of Storms. Boost our damage by like 50%. Critically, it boosts it on the Orb of Storms. Cannot cause freeze buildup, cannot shock, cannot ignite. Yeah, I'm not sure I like Elemental Discharge on this, to be honest. That's another thing we changed. Because I think that part of our ramping and being able to cast a whole bunch more of these cast on shock triggers is based on hitting with Orb of Storms. I think maybe we're actually not... I thought that removing the shock was a good thing, but maybe it's not. So maybe let's come off of that and think about a different... support gem. We can do inevitable critical. I'm not sure we have another... We do have another level 3 support gem. I mean, just lightning exposure wouldn't be terrible. I think we'd almost rather have lightning exposure on like Frostbomb though. What we could do is we could do strip away and then have it also apply all the exposures. Or can we not use lightning exposure on a cold skill? I guess maybe we can. Oh no, we could use fire exposure. And maybe that's what we end up doing with Frostbomb specifically. Bludgeon's cute, maybe. I mean, cast on shock, we probably don't want to. I mean, maybe we turn this somewhat supporty with the font of mana. I don't know if I like that, though. Let's do it for now, then, though. So maybe see if we feel like we can sustain. Let's refund our point.
A new realm of power.
So this is kind of our wasted point currently. And then I think we were gonna go this way. Towards this. Let's see if we can kind of sustain. Oh, we picked up the wrong skill. God damn it. We meant to pick up the thing that gave us lightning regeneration or regeneration.
I feel a murmur of power within them.
I mean, we can sustain a little bit better here. God, but that means we would be turning our Orb Storms into a support skill. Which I'd rather not. I want to try and have that be the damage skill.
Didn't break a sweat.
Yeah, the other build maybe is just better. To be fair, it is allowing us to sustain Archmage. So it's effectively giving itself 20 extra as lightning damage. We're gonna play it fundamentally the same, right? We'll level up and then check. Oh, we didn't grab the... There's like an item on one of the sides. I guess it doesn't matter. I don't think we're going to the next area. Just kind of want to see what's up here in regards to this build.
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Could complete this entire zone. I mean, we're just so close to getting a level. It's a very weird looking Victoria 3 mod. It is a weird looking Victoria 3 mod. Loaded loud car outside, imposter journalist, basically. We haven't had too many loud cars, though, which is a little bit weird given that it is weekend. I'm playing around with just using the Orb of Storms. Yeah, the Orb of Storms really 100% needs support. Alright, now we can grab it. I still don't think it's gonna feel too good. I mean, it's taking a while for us to roll down our mana. I mean, we kill the rares real fast. Sure, Dragon Frost, how's it going? How's it different than PoE 1? It's a lot slower. The pacing feels a lot different. I think is the biggest thing. The monsters are fucking spooky as hell. It's a lot harder. I suppose that's implied by a lot slower. The campaign's a lot harder. I mean, we haven't gotten to maps yet, so once we get rolling harder, it might start to feel a little bit different, so I don't necessarily... I mean, we can look at our slash played. We have some AFK hours too, but we played for 40 hours and we're not through the campaign yet, and we can get through the campaign in like 10 hours on PoE1. To be fair, we like understand how to get through the campaign faster, and also this includes a lot of dead hours where we're AFK, but Live is good. Game feels heavier, everything feels heavy. Yeah, the mobility is like, you don't get mobility skills, you get this. You get to roll. Although everyone's using weapon slot with like, you use spirit to reserve skills instead of like mana and life, and everyone's using like you could reserve a blink with thing, and then there's also reasons to use weapon swaps, so everyone's using a weapon swap with blink, so it like kind of invalidates the like no mobility thing, because they will have an aura they use for like all the time, and then the aura they use when they want to blink that lets them blink, so it kind of seems silly. I guess some people showed up in our chatting maybe play through this zone, especially because we already like started it. I guess Mana Flare is maybe not very good, actually, for us, given how much damage Archmage is giving us, and it's like eating our mana when we crit. I guess actually that's probably where we need to go back to the drawing board most. Because Mana Flare uses 20% of our current mana to deal that much fire damage. But no, actually the calculation on that might still be good. That gives a flat amount that scales with lightning, whereas the other one gives us a more damage modifier that scales. It actually scales multiplicatively with itself, I think. No, actually I don't know exactly how it's applied, the numbers. Because Archmage is gaining 5% of damage as extra lightning damage, but I don't think we can gain extra on extra. And so we're getting extra on fire. But they scale differently. So Archmage is scaling with our damage that we already have on Spark. Whereas the other one is scaling flat damage with our mana. You're being mean to the monsters. Sorry, I'll let them kill me next time. Actually, we've been getting wrecked by the monsters plenty. That's a rare. Was indeed. So it might be the case that we just need to really go back to the drawing board. And we just do something to apply more shocks. Instead of Mana Flare. I don't know why we run into a corner like that. We're starting to pick up maps. It's very exciting. Okay, I don't think this goes anywhere. Man, cast on shock is also just so much different than cast on crit. I think if we're really scaling the crit, if we take out the Mana Flare. I guess we're not scaling the crit very well. I mean, if they nerf Archmage specifically, then maybe scaling with Mana Flare is better. I kinda hate that ability.
I have no space for that. Hey there.
disenchant the other 3 items. That's interesting that it drops them all. It also is why we had no space. Yeah, if Mana Flare is scaling additively with Archmage, I think we don't want to be having Mana Flare and Archmage at the same time. Because then we just need, like, even more mana regeneration. And, like, it's maybe nice while leveling. But we could do inevitable critical instead. Not that we're supposed to be doing damage with it, but it's now not draining as much mana from us because we're not hitting the Mana Flare. I think inevitable critical is probably not a very good damage gem though. I thought we had a place we could unlock here. So much for that. We're running out of mana either way with that one. Oh, we're struggle busting here a little bit. See, the monsters are mean back to us. It's okay. I guess we can't hurt him at all in that first little phase there, so... Just try and play it slower. There we go, there's our opportunity to burn him.
Stoneone, your duty has ended.
Let's go PoE2 stream. We're probably going to be ending soon. Golden and smoked, easy clap. You must have just got in to the stream. We died to him like about a dozen times. Yeah, so the combo, the spirit plus minion level seems to be selling pretty well. Sorry, DJN. We've been live for about 2 hours. Solidly under 10 viewers, so... running about 10% of kind of a normal stream in terms of quantity. But also, like, I've been playing PoE off stream for fun, so it's not exactly like it's pulling teeth or anything. But I've been playing it in like shorter intervals, so. Oh, it's so tempting to buy that just to roll Og roll. I think we're just supposed to buy only if there's plus to level. A little trade in there, though. You just got here? I know. But I think once we finish the zone, we're gonna be done. Once we get the next waypoint or whatever. What's that? Just an aggro, I guess. Having some growing pains with the build in that we can't really sustain the mana, and we're thinking that we can't, mana flare might not scale the way we want it to with Archmage. It might scale really dumbly with Archmage. Had to go to a solstice party? Damn it, I hate it when I have to go to parties, the worst. Never fun. I guess we could quickly go over some of this stuff, but in particular we were running Mana Flare, which consumes 20% of our mana when we crit, and we might swap back to this, to be honest, because we don't crit every time, but and it adds it as flat fire damage. Oh, you know what? This is like a completely different skill. isn't it? That can crit on its own, but between Mana Flare and Archmage, maintaining the mana is just like really, really rough for us right now. We even already have Clarity as well. And so we're actually doing like more damage without the Archmage because we can't cast enough. We did invest in cast speed, and maybe we just can't do cast speed, but then like also maybe we don't even want Archmage and we just want to be able to Mana Flare and maintain it. I don't know. Actually, it wasn't that bad. King Von showed up and on point was good. Yeah, I was joking. I was saying that usually parties are pretty fun. Was kind of what it was meaning in terms of the joke. But
I should call Alva.
well, sometimes parties are not fun. Sometimes you don't want to be there. So, but usually parties are more fun than not fun. But we did get our waypoint here, so I think we will be calling it. We also are streaming in the morning, so don't want to stay up too late. Got a couple things we want to do. Got through maybe a quarter or a third of Cruel Act 3, so we're almost at maps. We've started to pick up maps. Or maybe we're about halfway through, actually. Or third. We still might need to backtrack and do some quests. Something like this. But I think we're going to call it. Thanks for coming out, everyone. Do like some Path of Exile, but kind of was planning on making this a little bit of a shorter stream. We got Archmage. Might have to go back to the drawing board on this entire build a little bit. Really want to make the spell weaving idea work, but I really wish we could turn off Archmage for Flame Wall and Frostbomb. But now, like, we just, like... To be fair, we won't necessarily... Sometimes we'll do this to burn it. But this is with even conceding a gem slot to Orb of Storms. We're even, with Orb of Storms, with all that, we started running Font of Mana. So now Orb of Storms feels more like a support piece, which we kind of didn't want to begin with. Yeah. And we actually maybe should have thought a little bit longer before using our 5 link on it. I'm not sure how rare the 5 links are. But just made a video on a non-Victoria 3 game. Time to comment Victoria 3 looks different for the 5th time. 5th time? Definitely done it more than 5 times. Just start commenting it on all the like lifting videos. Victoria 3 looks different. Yeah. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up. Thanks for coming out, everyone. Goodbye now. And then we are left with the Twitch people. Maybe you could raid Zizarin or the Twitch person. Shout out to you. You're